This review will cover both the anime and the manga. Blue Exorcist is brought to you by Aniplex of America, which means the DVDs and Blu-rays are outrageously expensive.
$360? What the flying fuck?
Welcome to the cooking show with AnimeHERO and his sexy gas ball.
Hello people, I'm the AnimeHERO, and I review anime so you can enjoy it. And today, we're gonna cook an anime.
But Hero, sweetie, how can you cook an anime?
Well, first you need the anime blender.
Only available at the Hunter's website for only 90 million jennies.
Next, we need the ingredients to make the series known as Blue Exorcist.
Oh my gosh, we're cooking Blue Exorcist? I love that anime.
Oh, you like Blue Exorcist?
Can't you see my Rin Okamura poster and my sword hanging above? Duh! Of course I'm a fan.
So let's throw in the siblings of the Brothers Grimm, Hogwarts from Harry Potter, the backstory of Hellboy, a little bit of the outcast Naruto, the conflict of the Gray Man, and a small piece of Yusuke Urameshi. Next, you mix for 2 seconds. And you get Blue Exorcist.
Tune in the next time for AnimeHERO's guest star with Cooking with Gus. Cooking with the AnimeHERO is sponsored by the Guts. Available now on DVD. Oh yeah!
Okay, Blue Exorcist is an enjoyable anime, but I personally felt this anime was adapted way too early. Since it's an ongoing monthly series which hasn't finished, leading to the anime to make up its own ending. But I'll save that talk for later. Asya, the realm of humans, and Gehenna, the realm of demons. Normally, these two dimensions will never intersect. But having possessed all material substances, the demons are now intruding on the material world. But among the human race, there are those who can exorcise such demons, the Exorcists. Rin Okumura and his twin brother Yukio have been raised by Shiro Fujimoto, an eminent priest. So it comes as a shock when Rin discovers their biological father is actually Satan. As the border between Asya and Gehenna is crossed by evil, Rin vows to become the ultimate exorcist and defeat his own father. To hone his raw skills, Rin enters the True Cross Academy to train with other exorcist candidates. I just love when the website does all the writing for me. Now, to go into further detail, our main character, Rin Okumura, is the elder brother, but is actually the immature one, and personally reminded me of Yusuke and a bit of Naruto's background, seeing how, as a child...
Whoa, what the fuck? Why aren't you using any anime footage?
Well, Gans, unfortunately I have to avoid using anime footage due to copyright infringement from Aniplex of America! And I really don't want another strike. So everyone, please bear with me on the uses of pictures. And if you're wondering why there's a Gans ball here, you have to watch from the Basilisk anime review and onwards. Anyways, I was saying earlier, as a kid he already possessed enormous strength. A strength that was strong enough to break bones. Because of this, he has been nicknamed the Demon. Little did people know that he really was part demon, not to mention being the son of Satan. I have to bring out that the first chapter of the manga is typical, and I have to recommend you to begin with the anime first, then start reading the manga. One reason because the anime stretched the origin story into 2 episodes, and providing more scenes about Rin's everyday life, which really reminded me of Yusuke, and that's a good thing. I really got invested in the atmosphere of Rin just trying to help but ultimately failing at it. Now, after a certain origin story event occurs, Rin is taken into Cross Academy, and his goal is to defeat Satan and becoming the strongest exorcist titled as Paladin. But what really sets his conflict are 2 things, his demonic bloodline and his younger brother Yukio. Yukio is the one who behaves more like the elder brother. The reason why I like him even more than Rin is because he hates his brother. Yeah, unlike other brothers which is a clear rivalry in shown demographics, the difference here is that Yukio has mixed feelings towards his brother Rin since he is the spawn of Satan. So he feels he has to kill him at some point. The dynamic between the two is what made the show for me. This sibling struggle is present throughout the entire anime and ongoing in the recent chapters of the manga. Yukio wishes for Rin to behave like the older one and not be embarrassed of him, Although Rin tries to grow up in his own way, but he just can't meet up with his family's expectations. Not to mention, Rin wields a sword while his brother uses pistols, which provides for even more differences. But to me, Yukio's ultimate goal is to become the main character. Yeah, you heard me. In my own humorous way of viewing things, Yukio wants to be the main character of this series. This is shown in the last few episodes of the anime, and especially in the Impure King arc of the manga.
Well, that's nice and all, but what other characters are in this anime?
Other characters include Mephisto, a demon who founded Cross Academy for exchange of helping the Vatican to defeat Satan, and he proposed for Rin to become a weapon against the forces of demonic evil. Now, the mystery of Mephisto is where his allegiance lie, or what's he scheming, seeing how he allows his younger brother, Amaimon, to attack Rin at his leisure while he sits back with his hands clean enjoying a cup of tea while viewing at all the destruction and mayhem that occurs around him, like a boss! Another important character is the stepfather of the Okamura brothers, being Shiro Fujimoto, known as the strongest exorcist in history. Another reason why I recommend the first 2 episodes of the anime above the manga is that Shiro was way more explored. Shiro is a priest and a badass one at that. He smokes, he's a pervert, he uses guns. He even made a cat into an alcoholic. You heard me right, a fucking alcoholic, kitty cat, badass priest.
Now, other characters including Vaughn, the rival slash boyfriend, best friend. Yes, dream on. Shemi, the cutesy main girl. Honestly, she don't look good in that, skirt, honestly. Konekamura, the boy whose names remind me of that kitty cat I used to pet. Shima, the comic relief asshole.
Sure, the sexy pants of this teacher. Ooh, what I do to her.
And Izumo, the likable bitchy bitch.
While these characters have good backstories and scenes, unfortunately only small amounts of development has occurred, but that's because this series is still pretty short. Now, what you might like in the anime is definitely the music, for it's freaking good, and that includes the openings, closings, and OSTs. The animation is very high quality, and for the most part it feels like no time is wasted in character conversations. I personally think the pacing was just perfect for any type of character development, not to mention story. Now, what you may not like is the lack of an ongoing arc. I guess you could say this is the first arc, but it just doesn't feel like the arc has set in yet. For example, I noticed something that was missing in the opening, and it's something that every shonen anime needs. And that is the villain spotlight. Yeah, the problem of this anime is the enemy, for there is no organization of demons to battle or a certain fight to beat this particular bad guy. Now, I'm aware that the main enemy is Satan, but even so, he only makes one appearance in the story thus far, and only appears in filler scenes in the anime. The show is more of a character developing story than an action one, but still, I do feel certain more demons could be used. For example, the only enemy the anime has faced is Amaimon, and he is strong, but still not very close to the very top. Or if he is supposed to be, the series isn't explaining that too well. There was also another character, but that didn't lead to much of anything, and then there's the filler plot of Blue Exorcist, which leads me to the final portion of this review, being the manga differences. Now, the flaw of the anime begins is that the anime is 25 episodes long. But guess what? Hey Gantz, what happens when an anime is made that is based on a manga that isn't finished?
Okay, I know this one. Don't tell me I want to do this on my own. They make up the ending and have a filler?
Exactly! You win the grand prize!
Oh, goody, what do I win?
A kick to the face!
Son of a...
Anyways, out of those 25 episodes, the anime begins to differ from the manga from the end of episode 15. Not to mention, episodes 6 and 11 are filler. But guess what, Gantz?
What?
It gets even worse! During episode 17, a very bullshit moment happens that ruins power levels, not to mention that ruins Rin's development and training. Okay, let me explain a little bit. In the anime, when Rin battles Amaimon, he is overpowering him, while in the manga they were about even. Then more development is wasted away because Rin wasn't conscious during a pivotal scene in court, while in the manga he was fucking conscious and getting mature and learning responsibility for his fucking actions. But the anime won't let him frickin' grow.
Well, honey, sounds like to me you didn't like the anime.
Well, Gantz, what's even worse
What?
is after that, the anime makes up its own plot. It has to do with the Okamura brothers' mom and a holy crusade, which at first was interesting, but then I called bullshit. You're telling me Satan had a love affair and he's really a sympathetic character? I mean, like, come on, people, the freaking devil's a freaking misunderstood soul.
Bullshit!
And that it was originally a demon possessing a wolf.
Bullshit!
Hell, so during the Blue Night, he was really just trying to save someone and was killing people by accident?
Bullshit!
Then the fact that most people are related to demons and is common knowledge?
Bullshit!
That just takes away the whole solitude and prejudice of Rin being related to the devil. Pointless. But then I found that that's actually in the manga.
Bullshit!
As you can tell, people, I started to dislike the anime once they made up its storyline. However, I still recommend you to watch all of the anime, even if some of it feels like
bullshit.
For example, incomplete animes tend to give a slight prediction of what the author wants to do. For example, the Hellsing anime had Walter do something in this anime, which later occurred in the manga, then adapted into Hellsing Ultimate.
Ooh, that's good, yeah.
That's good! Not to mention, when I originally wrote this review, much time has passed, and now the manga has expanded a bit in recent chapters. Later on in the manga, in our second arc, I guess, we have our first recurring villain, I think we do, and Yukio ends up hating Rin even more, in such a show with some demon traits as shown in the filler portions of the anime, and at the same time, Rin is training to control himself and matures at a believable and well-balanced pace. The third arc seems to be heading towards something big, since it's going to involve Exorcists in other sectors of the world. And the conclusion of chapter 39 reveals a similar plot shown in the filler portions of the anime. So, watching all of the anime should help you understand what's gonna happen later on in the manga. And recently, in the same chapter, now we get a better explanation on who Rin has to battle, being the 8 Demon Kings, which Maimon and Mephisto are a part of, including Satan. And that's about it for me. I get the anime a 6 out of 10 simply because it's incredibly short for a shonen series, and some of the filler bits are kinda stupid. What really got to me was that Rin was not getting the proper growth as he received in the manga. I give the manga a 7, for most of it works quite quickly and well paced. I'll admit it gets a little slow at the beginning of the Impure King arc, but it picks up very quickly, and it's worth the wait. I personally feel this series has a big potential to get bigger, especially when it's written by a woman. Also, it really explored demonic possessions and several ancient demons involving either sealing, summoning familiars, and holy weapons, which really makes it stand out with its own thing among shonens. I certainly hope for good things to come in the following chapters, since now we have a movie premiering soon. I'm the AnimeHERO and I review anime so you can enjoy it. Hey Gans, I realized something. You never gave me a clue in the last review.
Yeah, I'm a dick like that.
So, how many points do I get this time? 6 points?
Because you gave the anime 6 points. Ow! Ah, you bitch!
Fine, I'll give you a more fair score. 7 points. Okay, how about this one? 35 points.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but I guess it'll do. So, what's the clue?
Okay, the clue is that the Green Clan member who killed you is... Oh god, I gotta do a drum roll, sweetie. A reviewer!
That still doesn't help!
Bitch, I told you to make me a sandwich. Where the fuck is it? Hell, I want another one with 2 bolognas.
Fuck that shit, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Well, I'm gonna poof that with no hands, bitch. No, I want 3 bolognas. Come at me, bro.
Boop, boop.